Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up a turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
All right, I guess call me the human rain delay is your source for esports racing goes live. We welcome you in live to the Full Velocity Racing Network, and we come live tonight from the Kokomo Speedway in Kokomo, Indiana, a Thursday night, which means it is time for the Elite Dirt Racing League. The Big Al's Guns Summer Pro Series comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. Phil Lacassis here. Jack Truan's on the cams, and alongside Hot Rod's up here hanging out as he usually does, and we'll have a good time tonight. We'll see where we take us around this quarter mile. Kokomo Speedway. Got to, of course, thank the Elite Dirt Racing League. Of course, JD Moore, all the gang over here do an awesome job. Got to thank Big Al's Guns, Oliver's Livestock, Keltner Contracting LLC, and also Midwest Racing League. The big sponsors here for this series as the chat box starts coming alive out there on Facebook Live. Carl and Amanda, how are you? They're rooting in for Dan Moscato, who's by far and away got the biggest fan support I see in this league in the chat box. So we'll have a good time here tonight. I believe we have 22 drivers in the pits, so that should shrink us down to, I believe, 2 heat races tonight. We'll see what we do as far as the consolation events go. We normally have 2. We'll see if we still have 2 or not. I know we'll definitely start 20 cars in the feature as they begin to grid trackside. Let's take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup for the first one here tonight. On the pole, the Oliver's Livestock, number 24 of Ezra Oliver, with the number 55 alongside of Cameron Kaysen. The number 2 will start on the inside of number 2. That'll be Josh Blanchard with the 357 of Troy Vaughn next to him. Mitchell Farmer's number 14. He will start in P5 with the number 17 of JD Moore to his outside. Shane Maddie in the number 22 will start 7th with Tanner Barnes alongside with the number 32. Billy Douglas in the number 81 car has Randy Rockwell's 181 next to him, and going shotgun on the field of 11 with the number 7 car will be Jarrett Tannehill. We'll go 8 laps around the quarter mile. The top 4 guaranteed to put themselves in the main event here tonight, and we'll see who's in different cars that don't match here tonight. Kaysen's back in the 18, so it's the first one that don't match. We've got a row of 17, so Mitchell Farmer's 14 is also a 17 this week. So Barnes is 32 as he normally is. I think that's got them all covered. So, hey, I think for start of the night, Jack, I think we've almost got stuff, for the most part, figured out. I don't know how long that's going to last. Usually doesn't last too long with us. And of course, that car back there, that red and white and blue car with no number on it, we know that to be Billy Douglas. We figured that out. So we've learned something here over the first 2 months of this league, and we're getting down toward the nitty-gritty here. Only a few weeks left to go. I believe we carry through the first week in September for Thursday night. So what is that? 3 after tonight? Might do my math right, believe so. But we'll start talking about some points. We'll see if we can pull those up here before our feature event here tonight, as I'm kind of working on all skew of stuff here this evening. So we'll definitely keep tabs on what is all going on as the cars are rolling. And I said, it's Kokomo. It's not going to take too long to get around this track at all. Quick time tonight in qualifying. Went to our pole sitter here, the number 24, Ezra Oliver, lapped the speedway a 13.125, which is absolutely flying. And I believe he was the quickest car in practice, if I tabulate my times. I'm wrong. It was actually Derek Keltner was quickest in practice, 12.841. I don't think that kind of speed is left in the racetrack now, but I guess we'll wait and see. Out of turn number 4 for the first time tonight, green flag going up in the air. We'll save Jack for the feature. I know that's what everybody loves to hear it. We'll do it here tonight. Ezra Oliver, Cameron Kaysen will be the first 2 cars out of turn number 2. And down this short back chute heading into turns 3 and 4, give the lead to the 18 car on the outside lane. Cameron Kaysen will lead the way down to turn number 1 and 2. Oliver going to slide behind him. He'll slide to the 2 spot. And so he'll stay the low side down to turn number 3 and 4. Third place car is kind of broken away for the time being. And that is the 357 of Troy Vaughn. Going to leave Josh Blanchard to race with the number 2 with a pair of 17s, J.D. Moore and Mitchell Farmer, all breathing down his neck off of turn number 4. That is for the final stretch for spot, as we're guaranteed to take the top 4 into the main. So 22 cars here. We're going to start 20 in the feature. And big moment there. I believe that was Farmer's number 17 who got wicked loose through 1 and 2. Had that third spot for a second, then he lost it, then he comes back again. Then a low side is Josh Blanchard trying something on the top line. Not working for him. I believe that's the Farmer number 17 it is. Up to the 4th spot, J.D. Moore in his version of the 17 trying to work himself to the low side as well. As we put some laps down here now, we have 5 laps already complete, 3 laps remaining in this one. And off of turn number 4 already, the 2 sticks will go down. We got 2 laps remaining in heat race number 1. Cameron Kaysen, he has driven away to 1.27 seconds already over Ezra Oliver. Ezra's got a half a second between himself and Troy Vaughn. The race is back here. Who is going to be this transfer position? Farmer's number 17 is there. Blanchard is up high. 357 of Vaughn. Now he slides with the racetrack. He'll slide out of a transfer. We're in 3 and 4 for the checkers in the air as I think Farmer went around. Kaysen picks up the win over Oliver. Blanchard going to grab 3rd. Troy Vaughn grabs up 4th and final spot. Farmer, Moore, Barnes, Douglas, Kenny Hill, Rockwell, and Shane Matty completing our 11 cars there. It looks like Jarrett Tinhill only made about 2 laps of that one, so his car may have had some issues. So that will do it for heat race number 1. They're going to go quick tonight as we have heat race number 2. Final heat of the night already on the grid. And let's take a look at the 3D Racing starting lineup for this one. That'll go 8 laps around. And on the pole, guy who picked up his first win of the season here last week, the points leader with the number 88. That's going to be Kyle Windsor with the number 0 alongside the Keltner Contracting LLC for Derek Keltner. In the number 18, starting 3rd, that'll be Michael Wooden with the number 30 of Justin Benningfield to the outside of row number 2. The Earl Jackson number 24 will start in position number 5 with the number 55 of Aaron Kirby to the outside of row number 3. The Yardbird, Dylan Thomas out with us here tonight. The 03 will start in position number 7. But Logan Catalos next to him with the number 65. Alan DeRocco in the number 9. Dan Moscato in the number 49, and the 777 of Jack Ritz joining us here on a Thursday night. So good to see Jack out there with us. We called for 11. We got them all. We'll take the top 4 off of the main event. I got the story on Tannehill. Didn't have an issue with the car. He had an issue with Gomer, the aliens, the internet connection. Tannehill went kaboof. And there. Hopefully Jarrett will get it worked out and come back in. But green flag goes up in the air. Let's take a shot here for 8 laps around the Kokomo Speedway as we go rim riding down. Through turns over 1 and 2, and Kyle Windsor is going to lead the way. But Derek Keltner, who we know has a great race car here tonight, quickest in practice, and he is down to the low side looking under Windsor as we put 1 lap on the board. And they are still wheel to wheel, door to door for the lead out of turn number 2 on lap number 2. 0 car rolls it to the low side. 88's going to use that momentum off, which I think is going to be the way to be around here in the Pro Late models. I guess I'll wait and see, but Kokomo recently has shown it's going to put us a good race on. So let's see what it does here this evening. Windsor going to lead Keltner out of 4. Derek's car go really wicked slurry that time out of the corner. He'll hold on. It's Justin Benningfield in the number 30. 30 car running in P3. Michael Wooden's trying to hold off a very hard-charging Jack Ritz in the 777 as Jack is coming from the back and trying to race his way into the main event. That's a guy you know who's running really good here recently. Also, Dylan Thomas in the 03, the Yardbird. He's put himself now up into the 5th spot, so he's around Jack Ritz. It's Michael Wooden going to hold on for the time being in that blue and purple number 18. That is a purple number, right, Jack? You tell me it's not. It's not purple. What color is it? Okay, I'll live with that. Purples and orange and pink, they all look the same to me right now. So that's why I asked. I always like kind of playing that game with myself. It makes me crazy. Well, we are already in the final lap. That's how quick this racetrack is. On to turn number 4. Give the heat race a win to Kyle Windsor. He'll win over Derek Keltner by a half a second. Justin Bennyfield will grab 3rd. Dylan Thomas grabbing the final transfer spot over Michael Wooden. Alan DeRocco, Aaron Kirby, Jack Ritz, Logan Catalis, Moscato, Earl Jackson completing our 11 cars there. So we're through 2 heats, and with the light draw in the house tonight, but we're going to have one consolation round, a true straight-up B main. It's going to go 12 laps around. The top 12 will go into the main event, and we've got 14 cars scheduled. So, I mean, Jack, we're going to send only 2 home? Just 2? Just 2.
Yeah, but right now we only have 12 on the track.
That's true. That is true, because we lost Jarrett Tannehill, and it looks like we may have lost Earl Jackson. And this may take all the drama out of the LCQ. That would mean it's just 12 laps around to gain your starting position. Well, either way, we'll cover it. Let's see what we got here for a 3D Racing starting lineup. The 17 of Mitchell Farmer going to be on the pole with Michael Wooden alongside in the number 18. 17 of JD Moore on the inside of row number 2 with the number 9 of Alan DeRocco. The Tanner Barnes number 32 with the 55 of Aaron Kirby making up row number 3. Billy Douglas in the 87 with the 777 of Jack Ritz in row 4. Randy Rockwell and Logan Catalis will start 10th. Then you got Shane Matthews, number 22, the 49 of Dan Moscato. And then you got Tannehill and Jackson, who aren't there. They were on the docket. We're going to go with 12 cars. All 12 may make the main. Green flag up in the air. Let's go through it for 12. Should be really quick laps at this racetrack. We'll see if these guys got their P's and Q's on them. Hopefully they don't drive over their head knowing they're all going to make the main. We'll see what they can do in this one as we rocket their way out of turn number 2. We're on lap 2 already. And this number 17 of Mitchell Farmer leading the way. But look at Alan DeRocco on the outside. He making it work. JD Moore's number 17 is down to the low side. He's going to look for running room there. Give JD Moore the 2nd spot. Not so quick as the 9 comes shooting back around the outside. We'll see where this racetrack goes. I mean, outside lane usually is the fastest way around Kokomo. I don't think that's going to change, but let's see what these guys got sorted out as far as the setup goes to run the inside. We've seen a few nights ago a lane on the inside at Kokomo. I don't think any of us ever seen run before and made it work. So we'll see if guys like Farmer and Moore can make it happen. Mitchell going to lead the way out of turn number 2. DeRocco and JD Moore continue to race on for 2nd. Good battle going on behind them for 4th between Michael Wooden and the number 18. Jack Ritz, the 777. Billy Douglas, the 81. The 9 car of DeRocco's around, and he's got Michael Wooden with him. And that is a yellow flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway with now 6 laps, so 12 complete. We were coming to the official halfway signal, but I guess we'll call it in. And Alan DeRocco went around, and it looks like he hit the wall and may have got a little help from the 18 after he came off the wall. Just a little. But, oh, and almost hooked. The other one, I think that was JD Moore's car, he almost hooked too. No place to go, unfortunately, there after the 9 got spun. We'll slow that on down. First time here in the B main. Wooden the 18. Just no place to go. Ran out of room, and I love to see the Facebook live chat. I look over here again, and it's all Moscato fans. I mean, our friend Jerry's out there. He's there every Thursday night. Is there anybody out there watching that is rooting for anybody but the 49? I mean, or could we just give this a participation popularity contest trophy and just call the 49 car the winner tonight? I'm okay with that. Said we get back to the restart, and Jack Ritz has jumped up to P2. That's a guy who we have seen a lot on Tuesday nights. The FERN Modified Touring Series that happens in the Modifieds 10 p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesday night. Jack has been one of the stars of that series, picking up a win and a whole slew of top 3 or 4 finishes. He's had a really good season over there, and no doubt about it, when I see that 777 roll into the pit area, you know, Jack has come to play. And I'm expecting he'll be really good here in the feature. This racetrack really suits a guy like him, but Mitchell Farmer doing a good job so far with car number 17 as he leads the way. Well, that 777 going to look to the low side as we come to 2 laps remaining this time through turns number 3 and 4. 2 sticks go down, 2 more trips around. Mitchell Farmer versus Jack Ritz for the B main. Who is going to come out of this one the victor here this evening? Ritz pulls away by a nose out of 2 as we shoot to the white flag this time out the corner in a dead heat, and Jack is starting to work that low side over. It may be enough out of 2 to clear him. Does he make that work? See if he runs the middle in 3 and 4. No, he'll go right back to the abrasive bottom out of turn number 4. Jack Ritz picking up the B main victory. Or did he not? Oh my, he did it. Mitchell Farmer, 0.004. Are you kidding me? 4 thousandths of a second. That's awesome. It's too close on naked eye to see. Mitchell Farmer beating Jack Ritz, one of the best finishes you will see. J.D. Moore, Aaron Kirby, Tanner Barnes, your top 5. Logan Catalos, Randy Rockwell, Alan DeRocco, Billy Douglas, Dan Moscato, Shane Maddie, Michael Wooden. Those drivers into the main event. Tannehill and Earl Jackson will not see our main this evening. We're going to go 50 laps around, but before we do, it is time to go trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free in the home of the brave?
All right, Jack, I'm going. Don't be testing. Taking a drink. I was chatting with my wife here for a minute. It was nice to spend the whole day with her. Looking forward to doing so tomorrow, too. Love having the old lady home. We have a good time. We're going to have a good time here for 50 laps around. The demonic laugh behind me. You go away. Leave me alone. I'll talk to you later. Let's go 50 laps around here at Kokomo, the Big Al's Guns Summer Shootout, presented by our friends at Oliver's Livestock, Keltner Contracting LLC, in the Midwest Racing League, the Elite Dirt Racing League here on display every Thursday night. On the pole for this one, the number 18 is Cameron Kaysen with the points leader, and the number 88, Kyle Windsor, to his outside. In row number 2 will be the number 24 of Ezra Oliver with the number 0 of Derek Keltner next to him. That's a hot second row. Row number 3, the number 2 car is Josh Blanchard, Justin Benningfield in the number 30 next to him. Troy Vaughn will start 7th. Oh, looks like he's going to get ended along the line penalty there in the 357, but he was still in 7th with Dylan Thomas next to him in the number 03. Mitchell Farmers number 17, and Jack Ritz in the number 777. On the outside of that 5th row, the 17 of J.D. Moore with the 55 of Aaron Kirby in row number 6. The 32 of Tanner Barnes will start 13th. The Logan Catalyst number 65 will be next to him. In row number 8, the 181 of Randy Rockwell, the number 9 of Alan DeRocco, Billy Douglas with the number 81, Dan Moscato's number 49, Jane Maddie's number 22, and Michael Wooden's number 18, completing our 20-car roll call here tonight. Who is going to be that victorious one in victory lane? We've had a couple of guys up front already picking up wins, like Kaysen, Windsor, Oliver, Keltner, all the top 4. They have visited victory lane this season. Will we have a repeat? Will we see a new winner? I guess we'll find out together.
Green flag.
50 laps. And we were teeing up for that. Jack beat me to it. Green flag in the air. And we'll see how many times we hear Jack do that tonight. I hope it. Just one? No, we're doing the whole feature. Okay, well, I'll leave you with that one. I go caution free tonight. For 5 wide out of 2. I got them here 3 wide. Now they're wrecking. Caution free race, Jack. No, it failed after 1 lap. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway as we be in lap number 2. Oh, second row wreck. Derek Keltner and Ezra Oliver. That's 2 sponsors of the series getting together. They have the disagreement of the real estate. Turns number 3 and 4. Now they're trying to figure out who got into who. Let's take a look-see back at the replay. We'll find out. They were just about 5 wide off that corner. That's not going to work too long at a quarter mile. Who hit who? Derek's up against the wall, hits the wall. Ezra's in the middle, and come through the corner. Oh, I don't think the 24 would be at fault for that. I think the 0 had an issue. So fair enough, he is going to go to the end of the line. Certainly is. 24 going to go to the back. They've already waved off a restart, so it's going to be at least one more time before we go back to racing. And they're both at the back. Well, that's the way things should be done. On a short track, incident cars go to the rear. That should be a standard in all leagues. I don't care what part of racing you go from. You're involved in the wreck. Your cars are not. Go to the back. We'll tag it on whoever's going to go to later. Little PSA there from your friends at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Off turn number 4. Let's put the green flag back in the air. Cameron Kaysen now leads Kyle Windsor, Justin Benningfield, Josh Blanchard, and the Yardbird, Dylan Thomas in the 03. He's up to 5th, and he's already to the low side, looking for a spot in the top 3 on a turn number 4. You know, a racetrack like this, here's Dylan Thomas, too. We've already talked about this place this week. Guy loves Kokomo, loves when it gets slick, loves how to have a drivable, really racy racing surface, and I think that'll be one name to watch over the course of this one. And I didn't even see we had a yellow on the speedway again. That's why I need an I flag, because Jack knew. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway for the second time. Let's see where this one started out from. There's a lot going on at this track. It's really small, and you can only follow one group at a time. 9 of the Rocco into the Moscato, 49. Well, that's not going to make the chat box too happy. Tough break there for Dan as he gets turned around, and there's a story of the second yellow flag of the night. Still very early, 4 laps in, 50 going to be the distance. Ricky Andrew saying the 0 went to the pits. He may have, but he's still out there on the lead lap. So I think Derek's going to be okay. And they do have one quick repair, but it is really early to use it up. And something else to keep in mind here as far as iRacing goes. They have a 10 incident point limit here tonight. That could
Green flag.
Green flag goes back in the air. I'll get that bit right eventually. Gotta rehearse that some more. Cameron Kaysen stomps on the gas pedal, but look at Kyle Windsor in the 88. He rides it hot and heavy through 3 and 4. Kisses the outside wall. Thought he had to run at the lead, but Kaysen's going to hold on. And look at Jack Ritz, that 777, all the way to the extreme bottom. Seen that run a few nights ago in a street stock, and it worked almost to near perfection. 10 Jack Ritz make that same line work. He's going to drive it all the way to the race lead. 7s are wild, and Jack Ritz will lead the way under turn number 4. Kyle Windsor continuing to work on the outside lane. Cameron Kaysen, I guess he's kind of in the middle if you want to compare him what Jack Ritz's car is. And Jack rides it down low. He gets a little bobble through 1 and 2. That may be enough to bring the 88 back to the outside lane. Maybe not. Look at the run he gets off the corner. We saw that line run Sunday night, and I couldn't believe it. And we're seeing it again. I'm just astonished by how it's working for Jack, but he'll have to regroup it back up because on lap number 10, our third caution flag of the night has befallen us here at the Kokomo Speedway. Third yellow of the night on lap number 10. So we get 3 quick yellows. That means we go silent. 0 of Keltner, the 18 car of Wooden. Troy Vaughan of the 357. They all got together. Third yellow. They'll work this out, and we will go silent until the restart here live with the Full Velocity Racing Network. Green flag goes back in the air. Is Jack about had me pee in there for a second? We get another yellow. You have to finish that story. I think I knew where that was going. But as we begin lap number 11, green flag goes in the air. Jack Ritz, Kyle Windsor, Dylan Thomas, Cameron Kaysen, and Justin Bennyfield going to be our current top 5. How far that sits for a little while, we'll wait and see. But we go back to it, and we go back to the inside lane, and we go back under yellow. And we have a TDR Racing League Turtle. 32 of Tanner Barnes. It's not the first time we've seen a 32 car on our airwaves upside down. Todd, wherever you're at. 55 of Aaron Kirby gave him a little help. He made him a turtle. And that's the story of yellow flag number 4. It's been a rough one. Only 12 laps in. We've got 38 left remaining here live from the Kokomo Speedway.
Green flag.
All right, there we go. That's how we're going to do it. Silence, and then Jack's going to scare the crap out of you with a green flag. I like that. That's how we'll know it's time to race again. Kyle Windsor Jack Ritz and Kyle Windsor going to lead the way. It's a single file restart now. They're going to be single file the rest of the night now with 3 early yellow flags. Ritz, Windsor, Kaysen, Thomas, Benningfield. That's your top 5 over Mitchell Farmer, J.D. Moore, Josh Blanchard, Alan DeRocco, and Randy Rockwell has come from the back of the field. He is now into the top 10, so we'll keep an eye on their progress over the course of this 50-lap main event. We're on lap number 15, and Jack Ritz is beginning to open it up on Kyle Windsor. Anybody out there hopefully watching race or studying this right now, or studying the two races I've called at Kokomo this week, we have seen something that I didn't think could happen, and that's a low side tail whooping. And there's a car slow on the track in 1 and 2, and I believe it may have been with the 49, may have got out of shape there as I heard the leader call it out. So it looks like Dan Moscato having a rough go over here in the feature event. We've also lost, it looks like, Troy Vaughn, Tanner Barnes, and Logan Catala. So out of the 20, 17 still running. And I believe we may have lost another Josh Blanchard off the lead lap. Looks like he may be down. However, he may have been lost by the aliens too. Two car just completely disappeared, but we look back here up front. Oh, he better leave Dylan Thomas alone. No, Gomer, you be nice. You've caused enough havoc here tonight. No havoc being done to the Jack Rich 777, though, as he exits turn number 4, completes lap number 20, 1.927 seconds. Outstanding. That is a really good ride right now. Cameron Kaysen has jumped in position number 2 around the 88 of Kyle Windsor. Kyle, our series points leader, picked up his first win of the season last week, has a tremendous points lead. I crashed out my window here trying to pull the points up, so I don't think I'll get that in time before we even get this one done here tonight. So I'll have to do the points right off the top of the show next week. But I do know Kyle is the points leader. I believe it was about 85 points I seen. Could have been a little bit more. Not the mathematician here, but that's for certain. Yeah, I'm not Jeff Kokomo. That is right. I hope Jeff's doing well. I'll talk to him in a few weeks. Hope to get a hold of him here soon. I know he's got the setup shop in high gear. I know we got a little spot there we can show in some downtime in our shows also to give him some love, but a whole lot of love we need to give to right now as the race leader, as he is going to put the cross flags past him. 25 in the books, 25 laps remain. Jack Ritz leads by 2.4 seconds over Cameron Kaysen, who is now going to have that entire interval evaporated because the yellow flag is on the speedway again for the fifth time. Scorecards out the window. And Moscato was involved. If he got, he stopped. That stinks. Moscato's car stopped, pulled over. Tough break for Dan. I believe that's going to be the story of the yellow. We're past halfway, 26 laps in the books here at the Kokomo Speedway, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, here it is. We almost missed it by a lap. That's what happens when things happen quick, as we do here at Kokomo. And we go back to it. Jack Ritz will jump on that loud pedal and try to scoot away again, as he was doing there from Kingston and Windsor. Dylan Thomas, now Mitchell Farmer, the number 17 car into a top 5. Justin Bennytail, Alan DeRocco, they just had a moment in turns number 1 and 2. They keep the car straight. That's racing for the 6th spot, as we're going to put 29 laps to bed this time through turns number 3 and 4. And watching good race going on between the Farmer 17 car and the 03 of Dylan Thomas. Dylan has found himself where he is comfortable, up top, rim riding around. That's what that cat likes to do, and the Yardbird's getting it done. Riding in the 4th spot down in turns number 3 and 4. He's trying to chase down Kyle Windsor, all while trying to keep that Mitchell Farmer 17, behind him as Mitch at the inside working. Well, let's see what Jack Ritz is up to. The 777, he's pulled away to a second. Better assume still on that low side. Still making that very, I'm going to think how way that thing bounces off the exit of 2 and gets such a run. I mean, it's just unheard of the way that car is getting through that turn. And he is just railing him and pulling him away. And at the line, he's going to put that gap to now 1.02 seconds. So Cameron Kaysen's keeping him in sight. But I think he's going to need a little bit of help because Jack looks to be up to the challenge this evening. 18 car back there in second. Got a lapper in between the 49 of Moscato. Gonna attempt to pull himself out the way. If he don't get spun around, there he goes. He pulls low. Lets Cameron go high. It's tough being a lap car on a short track like this. It really is. You really have no place to go to get out of the way. And I've done that more times than not on tracks much bigger than this. So a quarter mile, that's going to be an awful feeling. Trying to let the leaders go by and try to keep your own race, because a lot of it for guys like Dan may be going out there and do some work, get laps and get experience, and be able to come out here next time and put a better effort together. So you feel for them. But when you get guys like Cameron Case and Kyle Windsor coming, you want to try to dive the beeline out the way and not wreck yourself and not wreck half the field. I think Dan did a good job right there. It's pretty stable as we're watching the top 2 going around now as we are approaching. We've got 12 laps remaining this time off the corner. 38 of 50 going on the board. Jack Ritz leads Cameron Case and stays pretty equal. And about, now it's growing 1.1 seconds. It's been floating in between that 0.9 to 1.1 interval, and now up to that 1.1. We'll see if that even goes further this time out of turn number 4. As we put 39 laps on the scoreboard, it looks like Tanner Barnes' car is retired for the night as well, up to 1.2 now. So they have started to drive themselves away from the Windsor 88, who currently back there in 3rd. Dylan Thomas and Mitchell Farmer, they still maintain spots in the top 5. Good gap back to guys like Alan DeRocco and Justin Benningfield. J.D. Moore is in the top 10. Derek Kellner has rallied back nicely. He's up to 9th, as is Ezra Oliver. Those two made contact early after sharing row number 2 in the starting lineup. They wrecked early. They have had to try to regroup from bad track position all night. They have done so rather nicely now, running back their 9th and 10th, or call it 10th and 11th. Or 9th and 11th as Billy Douglas has wormholed his way to the inside around the Ezra Oliver car. So that's how those guys currently sit as we put more laps into work here. And Jack Ritz is doing the work. I tell you what was 1.2 here about 2 or 3 laps ago, it's going to be up to right around 2 even. As we exit turn number 4, putting 44 laps of 50 on the board. Jack Ritz leads 2.023. Hey, who says Phil couldn't see? You could feel that interval right there over Kaysen, Windsor, Dylan Thomas, who I thought would come to life here in this run, but has stayed pretty consistently stable back there running in 4th. With now 5 laps remaining, the fingers have gone stretched out. 5 laps remaining for the number 777, Jack Ritz, as he exits the 4th turn again. Rockets on by with a 13.666 lap, a 666 for the 777. Maybe 7 will eat 9 next. Guess. No, go with me there. Little humor, haha. All right, never mind. We're going to get 2 laps remaining this time by, but 2 sticks are going down. I don't know who listens to me anymore. I don't think the chat even listens. We just watch the cars. That's what we're going to do. We're going to watch the 777 on a coronation lap, because he has already got the 2 popsicle sticks down, and this time through 3 and 4, the white flag over the 777. Jack Ritz pulling off here tonight. He has made it work all evening long, and he's got no pressure from behind. And no cars up ahead into 3 and 4. Jack Ritz gonna win tonight here in Kokomo over Cameron Kaysen. Kyle Windsor will get 3rd. Dylan Thomas and Mitchell Farmer are going to be our top 5. Alan DeRocco going to finish up 6th over Justin Benningfield, J.D. Moore, Derek Keltner, Billy Douglas with the top 10. Aaron Kirby going to grab 11th over Michael Wooden, Dan Moscato, Ezra Oliver, and Randy Rockwell going to finish up 15th. Shane Maddie, Tanner Barnes, Josh Blanchard, Troy Vaughn, Logan Catalos completing our 20-car lineup here tonight from the Kokomo Speedway. It is Jack Ritz, our big winner. And we'll talk to him and all the boys here next live on the post-race show. All right, back here live. The Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show is presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds, web hosting, VPS servers, dedicated servers. They do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com and tell them that the Phil and Jack Attack sent you over there to see what they're up to. They'd appreciate that. It's a good race here tonight in Kokomo. The winner is the Jack Ritz machine over Cameron Kaysen. And a third place finish once again this week, a guy who hasn't finished off the podium all season long, and that is how he's got the points lead. Kyle Windsor, another solid run on the podium here tonight there, Kyle. A tough racetrack, but you had a good car. Tell us about your run.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just happy with the podium. I don't think I had anything for Jack there. He was really good on the bottom, and I'm just really not too good on the bottom here, so... And the setup was kind of tough to run the bottom, for me at least, but he made it work, that's for sure.
I tell you what, I've seen a few races here at Kokomo this week, and on a track that we never thought that bottom line would be as good as it did. I've seen it a couple of times this week, and I'm still taken back by it. But you said it's a slick racetrack. It usually goes one group at Kokomo on a fixed setup when everybody's kind of equal. A racetrack like this, how tough is it to really get in there? You got to have a lot of laps and a lot of practice time to get better than some of these guys out there.
I would just say laps on the track helps more than anything, but like I didn't even really practice on this setup too much. Definitely not what I'm used to, the way it was set up, but just laps on the track in general would help, I feel like.
I'll have to take a shot at that one day. I wonder if I can make 5 around here, not fall off the seat. I think that'd be a tough.
You never know.
But one day we may try it. We may get the hair up our rear end before I hang the wheel up for good, which isn't too far away. But a top 3 run there, buddy. We got a couple races left. You open up the points in a little bit more. That's going to be exciting looking ahead there, Kyle. Congratulations, the top 3 run. Take the floor from me one more time. And good shout out to all the peeps out there watching.
Well, I'd like to, of course, thank you guys for broadcasting. You guys do a great job every week. And thank JD for everything he does with the Elite League. Congratulate Jack on the win, and shout out to my buddy Cameron for a nice second place finish, and give a little shout out to my biggest fan Jordan watching.
That's right. He was out there too in the chat. He snuck in there early, but we saw him. There he is, Kyle Windsor, folks. Guy's a good dude. He gets a 3rd place run here tonight. We'll let Kyle go, and we'll go down here and talk to his the aforementioned good buddy, Mr. Cameron Kaysen, going to put the 18 car on the podium again, a 2nd place run. Cameron, you've been knocking off some of these podium finishes, man. I got to imagine you're itching to be back in victory lane here soon, but how you feeling after this one?
Not bad. It was a pretty good run. Wish I could have done a little better.
It was a weird racetrack tonight. You run second with a really, really fast car. You and Kyle both were. When you're watching somebody like Ritz run the bottom and that weird line he was running, watching him pull away, Does that frustrate the dickens out of you as a driver?
Oh yeah, I definitely. I tried it and I couldn't get it to work, so I had to move up top. But he ran a really good, clean race, so congrats to him.
Did too. Guy dude started 10th and just railed by everybody on that line that nobody else could run. I've seen it a few times this week, which just blows my mind that Kokomo has a low side that could be that quick. But you've been quick all season long there, dude. Think you're now going to pop in. I want to say number 2 in the points, trying to run down Kyle, who's got a big points lead. Are points even in their mind here still, or are you thinking now big picture, let's go out there and win every week?
I don't even know if I have a chance at points, honestly, but I'll keep trying.
Absolutely.
Really like to get some wins.
Oh, everybody loves winning. So I figured out if you win, the points usually come with it. So I guess that's one way to make some up. Cameron, a good sport as always there, brother. Let me give you the mic here one more time. Give it a shout out to your team and your crew, and even the Jordan who was out there watching again.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Jordan again, and my teammate Kyle. He had a good run. JP Designs for the car, Reaper Motorsports, and JD for what he does, and y'all for what y'all do. And that's about it.
Appreciate that. Oh, Cameron Kaysen, guys. This dude knows how to wheel the race car. Back on the podium this week again, a second place run. I'm sure we'll be talking to him again really soon. It's kind of been a normal weekly conversation with those two guys. But now a voice I haven't heard here in a few weeks finds us in victory lane on a Thursday night here tonight in Kokomo. The 777. Jack Ritz back in victory lane here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And Jack, you started 10th here tonight. And I don't think anybody looked and said 10th that Jack's going to have a chance, but you found magic on the low side in a place that very few guys have. Tell us about that ride, man. That was fantastic to watch.
Yeah, well, first off, before I go into that at all, I got to thank my brother Abe, because I was at work when the first heat race was rolling. So I flew home. He hooked up my wheel, got me registered. So I got to thank him first and foremost. But no, man, it was an insane race. I had no practice, so I had no idea what the setup was going to do. I found the bottom in the B main, and I was like, man, I really like it down here. And I've always been a bottom feeder. I've always run the bottom better than I can run the top. And I just found it down there and just kept my head down and kept driving.
Now, for all the laps and the builds we have run through at Kokomo, we've always owned the racetrack to kind of go topside dominant. But these last two builds and updates, I don't know what they changed to the surface, but I'll tell you what, we've got 2 and sometimes 3 really good lanes of racing. On a night like tonight, when you have options, it's got to be fun. I got a bunch for you finding a line nobody else could find. That'd be even better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think a big thing was they moved the tires in, because the tires used to be way out, but now they're like right on the grass. And as a guy that runs the bottom, who's a bottom feeder, a little bit of a catfish, I love it. It's so much fun. But like you said, the top was still good. I know Cameron was running the top really well, and I was worried about him up until like 2 to 3 laps to go. I was like, man, he's gonna catch me. He's gonna be right there. I was just waiting for that middle that I was running in 3 and 4, and that bottom in 1 and 2 just to go away. But luckily, it never did.
Well, brother, it's always good to talk to you. I think we've done this a few times here recently in Victory Lane. Jack, congratulations, brother. A terrific run. You say you just got home from work and didn't have any laps to come here and do this. I just need to quit, dude. That's impressive. Take the mic from me one more time and give it a shout out to the peeps. And I'm going to suck on that one, coming in there and just whooping their butt with no practice time.
Yeah, I got to thank Mike over at Mike M Designs, always giving me a killer looking wrap. The boys over at Vanderpool Racing brought me on board and as kind of a part of their modified late model fender car team, and I've just been super thrilled to be a part of their deal. I got to thank Edgar over at Edgar Sherman Designs. He came on board about 1.5 years ago, 2 years now almost, and just been loving having him a part of this. And I got to thank y'all for the awesome broadcast.
We appreciate that, man. This guy here, he's been running great, and he's back in the winner's circle again. Mr. Jack Ritz in Victory Lane here in Kokomo, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. Live at the Elite Dirt Racing League. Got to thank Big Al's Guns, Keltner Contracting LLC, Oliver's Livestock in the Midwest Racing League. For Jack Truan, I am Phil Lacasse. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. We'll be back here live Sunday night on the Full Velocity Racing Network.